Hello everyone, my name is Loco and welcome to another video. Now for whatever reason it turns out my recording software wasn't actually recording, but here we go. We're about a minute or so into this game of Legacy of the Void right now. My opponent is going to be a diamond level Terran player known as Mungo Matey, I believe that's what his name is. We already said the GLHFs and whatnot, but for whatever reason my recording wasn't actually going live. But today I wanted to try out some one-base shenanigans with some Ravagers, okay? I know I'm actually playing on one of the bigger maps that the game has to offer, which is not really that smart of an idea, but hey, Frost Alley, one of the better maps that has ever happened in StarCraft for sure. And we're gonna try some one-base Ravager play while trying to play some macros. I'm not gonna go like full gimmicky, you know, there's builds out there that allow you to go like full ridiculous mode and you basically try and win with one base play. We are trying some legit plays, however it might not work out very well, okay? We'll have to figure that out together, but I'm gonna try and get maybe 3 or 4 early game Ravages out and then macro behind it. Got my natural already going up right here. Spawning pool about to finish up. Gonna have to start my my queens right away, and I did start an extractor very early on in the game, simply for the fact that, you know, Ravagers are very gas heavy in general. So, fully saturated right now in the main base. Gonna start up my Roach Warren right here. And the nice thing about Legacy of the Void, obviously, is that it is, you know, basically instantly jumping into the action. Usually you build, you know, the first couple of minutes would just be building up a bunch of drones. And in this situation, that's really not going on, so that's pretty cool. Now, keep in mind, this is obviously not the actual Legacy of the Void yet. This is a custom game. We are playing in the heart of the Swarm, servers that everyone can play already. But it does include all the changes so far announced by Blizzard. Alright, my opponent did manage to scout me out right there. He didn't see my Roach Warren, so we should be fine. He just saw my natural pretty quickly, so I don't think he's expecting very much of anything. So here we go. Gonna make a Roach, or I'm gonna make an Overlord right now, and when that thing pops, I'll make a bunch of Ravagers. Actually, I'm gonna make them right now. There we go. All right, so 3 Ravagers. Now, there's no particular reason why I'm going 3 Ravagers. Maybe I should make some more. Okay, let's go 5 Ravagers then. 5 Ravager? That sounds like a lot. And now we drone up behind it. Okay? So 5 Ravager, then drone up behind. Now, obviously, 5 Ravagers will require us how much gas? Like 400 or so. Maybe a little bit less. Yeah, something like that. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. I can't just blindly morph all of them, because they are costing 75 gas after morphing them from a Roach. Alright. Gonna just walk across the map for now, and I'll morph the other 2 when we are arriving over there. Alright. Following us up with a bunch of drones, like I mentioned. Please tell me I made an Overlord. I did, but it's a little bit late. That's fine. Alright. There we go. Oh, my opponent actually going for the Herc right there. Ooh, scary unit, but I think I should be... Whoa! Didn't realize they would actually wreck me like that. Alright. Cool. And I'm gonna follow this up with a 3rd base as well. I'm gonna start the double gas. Alright. Did deny a bunch of mining time there. And I wonder if I actually will be able to win just straight up right here. I mean, what's he really gonna do? Alright. We're dealing a ton of damage to him already. Meanwhile, I'm just macroing up. Oh my god. Ravages are really powerful. You can get them relatively early on in the game, and they're pretty good. I have this casting ability as well that I haven't really even been using very much. Now, he might be able to push me back, though. Another Herc going to town right there. But meanwhile, I'm just droning up, right? I'm not really even focusing on getting all that much stuff up. My opponent doesn't even have a natural yet. Oh, he actually does have a natural, obviously. Now, he might eventually be able to clean me up, but... I mean, in the meantime, we are just droning up, right? We are just getting economy and everything. I'm very late right there with my upgrades, and it looks like we're not going to be able to do all that much. But, alright. Let's just sit at the watchtower for a little while. Get my 3rd base up and going. It's about to start mining that one. It's nice. And... Alright, let's start up the lair. Gotta start 4 more workers for the main base, which is what I need. I'm actually just gonna send these guys over there. Because I might as well. And then I'm gonna just go straight up to droning. Oh wow. Whew, my opponent did get a siege tank out, so he's gonna be able to defend it just fine. I was gonna say, I'm gonna go straight up to, what are they called? Lurkers, there we go. Lurkers obviously morph off of Hydralisks, but I'm actually really surprised about the amount of damage I managed to do right there early game, just by making, you know, 5 Ravagers right there, even though I didn't time that well whatsoever. You can probably get them out like a little while before I actually got them out. But that felt really strong. That felt like I was in a really solid position right there for most of the game. And obviously we did have a superior economy during that entire aggression, so it's gonna be interesting how this is gonna work out when the actual game gets released. Didn't really spread any kind of creep though. It's kind of bad play right there by me. Alright. Get the upgrades going. And now that I have full saturation, I'm also gonna make... well, I need a couple more. Now that I have full saturation right there, I'm gonna also make some more roaches. Already having a lot of gas out. Now the gas might seem a little bit ridiculous, but quite honestly, I think if I don't, I would be in a lot more trouble. Don't know if my opponent is playing bio or mech though. We'll see. Alright, let's have a look. No, he's going biomine. Okay, that's a pretty big problem right there for him. I'm gonna have to start teching up to the hive, but the reason why that is a problem is that I'm gonna have lurkers out, okay? And lurkers are amazing in these situations. Oh shit. Oh wow! We actually have a little bit of aggression right here. These siege tanks can now actually be dropped while they're sieged, and that's a pretty big deal, because that means that my opponent doesn't have to, you know, move them all that much as he usually would. Ooh, gotta watch out though. Alright. So I'm gonna send a bunch of workers over to my fort base already, because it's about to be mined out. Did get my Hydra upgrades right there. Shortly also gonna tech up to a hive, as well as the lurker then. Alright, so far so good. So far so good. We did manage to defend that quite well. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a second. Now my opponent still doesn't have a third base, at least as far as I know. Come on. Damn, that takes a long time. Wasn't aware of that. Alright, let's make a bunch more Ravagers. And obviously 2-2 is already in production. Gonna add a couple more workers as well. My opponent's still not on a third base. Now his main base is about to be mined out at this point in the game already. 11.5 to 12 minutes is when the main base mines out with the new mineral counts. So, you know, this is kind of scary for him. He's definitely in trouble if he isn't paying attention. Alright, looks like he's gonna start dropping more. Alright, gotta set these guys over there. Alright. Close enough. Alright, so far so good. Adding on more Hydras so I can morph them all into lurkers very soon. And I'm gonna also add in some extra drones over there. Now, I really like the fact that we are forced to expand this much, okay? It's really cool, because that means that we can't simply sit back for very long. Like, he's gonna be mined out. He's gonna be mined out right around right now. I'm just gonna put creep on every single base. And the problem is obviously that he won't have anything anymore. Like, he won't be able to produce very much anymore. So all I need to do right now, knowing that his economy is gonna run out very shortly, is defend. Now, he is gonna be able to go over to my fort base pretty quickly. So, you know, that's a bit of an issue, but... Alright. So I'm gonna actually put these guys on a separate hotkey grip, because they do function completely different. But so far, this is looking quite nice. So far, this is looking quite nice. What I'm gonna do is just max out, go for another base. I'll actually expand to watch him as well. Yeah, he's moving past all of my... He's passing past everything. So he, you know, he is aware that I know, right? He should be aware that I know that his base is coming up. Or that his army is coming up. But here we go. We got our lurkers, okay? Lurkers are amazing. They attack on the ground, do splash damage, and especially are great against bio. Now, I'm also getting a couple of swarm hosts right here that I'm gonna try and nuke him down with. Oh, sweet. Those are some huge pickups. Alright. I'm gonna try and fly some locusts into his main base. Don't know if that's gonna be a thing, but hey. Do need to get the flying locust upgrade right here, which is expensive. Oh, snap. Oh. Alright. Did also get the Locust ranged upgrade, or the ranged upgrade right there for my lurkers. Alright. So he's gonna try and expand right now, but his main base is surely already mined out. I like the fact that my units just seem like they're like, you know, moving well together. There's not really a bad moment, you know. I actually should have gotten that lurker upgrade sooner though. I will be able to take out this base very quickly if he isn't paying attention, so something to keep in mind. Alright, we're gonna try and start harassing that base of his. Lurker upgrade not quite done yet. 2-2 is done, so I'm gonna go for 3-3. Burrow my lurkers. Alright, should be able to kill those things. Upgrade almost done. Alright, here we go. Ready? Come on! Alright, here we go. And meanwhile, we're gonna move in right here. Oh man, we are doing great. This is a 6 threat. We simply contain him with some early game aggression, and it's not looking well for him at all. Oh my god, I literally just murdered everything in his natural as well with those flying locusts. Oh man, Legacy of the Void is looking so cool for Zerg. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's move these guys up. They are definitely pretty strong. I think he may be correct though. Zerg is like, okay, here's the thing, right? Zerg just moves so smoothly between all the transitions. Like the Roach into Ravager transition basically makes transitioning towards a lair very easily. And then the Lurker into Hive transition basically bridges the gap between like lair and Hive tech. And all in all, it just allows Zerg to be extremely mobile. And I would say that Zerg is definitely a little bit on the stronger side of things, because every single game that I seem to be playing of Legacy of the Void, I am in firm control. And I think the only loss that we had was either versus not a Zerg, or maybe versus like a Terran that did like some sort of gimmicky shenanigans, right? Because like, you know, there are some tricks they can do right now as well, with, for example, their what's the thing called? For example, their Banshees that start with Cloak right now. But other than that, Zerg seems to be in a dominant position during pretty much the entirety of the game. But if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.